bucks and
well.
up, Mark?
Look, yeah, we'll go 50 and up.
Bro, you can't pay for a boyfriend.
Well, the thing is that the problem is that you have a very warped worldview, and you're trying to.
I just have a worldview from something that you haven't been able to experience.
No, from pretty much.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if anything, I know more details about this situation.
How
than
many of
you
you
do.
here are on the panel?
All of them. Raise your hand high, very high.
So 3, right? 4?
4 sluts.
So your boyfriend got.
I'm a slut for him.
That's
Oh,
different.
you
though.
heard.
So there's 3 sluts on the panel, right? Question: why don't you want to be a slut?
I've never been the type of person to like you can do whatever you want, have sex with whoever you want, do what you want, but me personally, I have never been the type. I cannot have sex with someone who I'm not emotionally attracted to.
Understandable. Why don't you want to be a slut?
What's the question? What a slut
The
is not a
question
good
is,
thing.
why don't you want to be a slut?
Because I have respect for myself.
Okay. Why don't you want to be a slut?
W.
I just don't want to.
W.
You?
It's just not who I am, not how I was raised.
The point is that like your standards of what sex and dating should be is irrelevant. You're a fucking slut. Now, granted, the girls here on the panel
Girls will
that
fuck
want
for it.
actual
Give
love
them
and
Buster's arcade
connections
pass.
have understand it.
Literally, to go to the fucking Chick-fil-A drive-thru and let me give you some head on the way there so that you can buy my meal.
You can't be a fucking slut. I'll tell you why. Because that man that you actually want, when he sees your past, doesn't want you. So by default, they're saying, you know what? I risk my youth and my actions right now to find a man I actually care about that loves me.
You know how many porn stars are married and have been married for decades and have fantastic, well-working relationships?
That's a minority of porn stars.
Anyway.
Most of them.
Well, because some porn stars never want to settle down.
Exactly.
They can't settle down.
That is not true. There is always a situation where somebody will always accept you. Whether or not it's your first choice, there will always be somebody willing to accept what you've got
Hold on. You said it
going
yourself. You said it yourself. Whether or not it's your first choice, they will accept you. That's the key. Your first choice will never fucking accept you.
That is not true. I've had plenty of men. If I want a man, I got him. That's not a question. You want a man? Look at my roster.
A sucker,
That is not true.
By the way,
I've had men completely faithful to me while I'm going out doing my job because at the end of the day, I can detach myself.
By the way,
Go ahead.
a trick, a guy that spoils you, that's not really your type, a guy that's a nerd, a weirdo, whatever, is not what you ideally want.
A trick is somebody that I'm using
I used
for
to
money.
feel like
That's
when I
different.
first started OnlyFans, the whole idea of like, which is true, it does narrow down the dating pool. Everyone's allowed to have their own standards and boundaries. I wouldn't want to date who's naked on the internet. Fair enough. But I feel like for me, that narrowing the dating pool has made me like men who are attracted to me genuinely are sexually deviant the same way I am. So it's like I end up in a situation that's happier for me because I am sexually deviant. When I used to lie to myself about it and try to pretend that I don't have these desires, it made me sad. So it's like everyone's different.
No, but again, for
It's not that you can't get married.
long-term stability and having a family, that doesn't work.
But then also it's like when you guys say 18 is the right time, you can get the 18 to like early 20s is one the most likely to, get wifed up, whatever, right? When you can get a high value man. I feel like you guys have said that.
The younger the better.
What if you're younger and it's like sometimes you gotta just fucking take care of yourself. Sometimes your hand is kind of pushed sometimes.
Understandable.
And you'll
But guess
find
what?
somebody
But hold on.
who understands that.
Hold on.
It might not be
Hold on.
majority of men. I agree.
Your counterparts here had the same choice. Hey, I'm young. I need to make money. But I'm not going to go on the internet and show my body.
But because they
that's
don't
your
like
choice,
it. Because they like it. The first time I saw a video of me like,
Hold on.
I was like, I look good.
The point is they made a choice not to do it.
And that's fair as fuck. Every girl should be able to make
Can
that
I
choice.
be honest? I've had OnlyFans before, and I just decided that it wasn't for me. 'Cause
Exactly.
That's just not
It's
who
like
I am.
sexuality's fluid.
But notice, right? You stopped it immediately and say, you know what? I have a
I
future
won't say
ahead of me.
immediately. I made like 4 bands and then I quit.
Thank you.
Either way, you stopped it. The point is that, like, on some level, you say, you know what? For my future, I don't want this.
Yeah, it just
Generally
wasn't
speaking,
me.
though, like, you guys' opinions, I get it. But, bro, the general population of women are not like you guys.
But I don't want the same way like the general population of women aren't like us. I don't like want to appeal to the general population of men. I want to appeal to a very niche type of man who really gets it. Because can you guys acknowledge there are men who love sluts. They exist. So someone want to marry him. You see how Kanye's so proud his bitch is viral off a sex tape. He loves that, and he's still down bad for her.
And that's true.
Hey,
but
don't
then,
compare
saying
yourself to
that-
Kim K, though. Like, you can't do that.
I'm not saying I'm that, but I'm just saying it's just an easy to explain
It's a whole
example.
different type of situation.
This is
Everyone's
incredible.
different.
This is incredible.
Some people like
This
that
is really
piece.
crazy, bro.
Can I say something, though?
Yeah, please.
If
Go
you're
ahead.
a regular hoe, like, nobody gives a fuck. I'm gonna be honest. If you a Kim K slut, I'm a bend the block a little bit. But if you're a regular ass hoe,
make a real good
if you're
money.
a regular asshole, I don't need you for your money. I don't need you. If you're a high value man, I don't need you for your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like,
What the
that
fuck am
means
I
you
doing?
find a
What is your
woman
money
who's more
gonna do
compatible
compared
for
to
you.
mine?
You know what I mean?
Huh?
Then that's a woman that's compatible for you.
A high value hoe?
You're allowed to have that boundary. You don't want to have a.
Are you women flexing your money right now?
No, I'm just saying.
I feel like back to what she was saying when she was like, she speaks, she wants a specific type of audience. That is how specific women here carry themselves. Like, you want a specific type of audience, that's how you're going to carry yourself. You want a specific type of audience, that's how you're going to carry yourself. If you want a high value man, you're going to present yourself as what you think that they would want.
Here's
or
the thing.
also that just being yourself. Like, you could just like want to be classy, and that's what you're going to attract naturally.
The reality is that you guys are not as unique as you think you are. Women are typically chasing the same small percentage of men. That's what it really comes down to. Women are not as fluid and, I'm open to this and that. There's a reason why so many women are single. There's a reason why so many women don't see most men and they're invisible. Women are very picky in who they have sex with and who they hook up with and who they want to eventually have a relationship with. They want a guy that's tall, successful, charming, charismatic, a bunch of different traits. The problem is that there's not enough men that have these traits to go around. And when you end up going into sex work, etc., you significantly limit your ability to find that guy and have him take you seriously.
But at the end of the day, I don't want a man who's not okay with what I'm doing. So if that's the case, then I have no problem saying goodbye to those men.
But she's already at some level of detachment. She goes into relationships with some
and that's
level
fine, because the majority of men are not going to matter. The majority of men aren't going to pay my bills, aren't going to do any of that. And so I'm doing what I can, and if you don't like it, then that's fine.
The men that would have potentially done it, the more traditional men that women yearn for. Can you please stop interrupting? Holy shit! Wow,
shit, bro.
Incredible.
Tone deaf, man.
The traditional men that typically women want, that are chivalrous and gentlemen or whatever, they're not going to want a girl that's promiscuous in return. They're not.
And look, you made the choice for yourself that it's what you want. Yeah. Understandable. But just know, when you get older and you have to make that choice of finding that husband to be with long term, on some level, it might not be a guy that you actually want. So it's just like,
if as a woman your number one goal and what you really want is to be a stay-at-home mom or then it probably isn't a good decision to go be a stripper or OnlyFans girl. But if men are decentered as like the main focus in your life, and you're like, I'm okay with being single the rest of my life as long as I'm happy and can take care of myself, then it's like
the key is you won't be.
Yeah, you. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
But what if I like?
You can say that now while you're still young and attractive. No, because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because women derive most of their pleasure from a family and children, not from personal success and accolades and money. Stop.
That part.
Stop when girls say that. You like girls on the side, maybe with a man. Most women are not really actually lesbians. You guys say you're bisexual, but you do it for a guy. That's fucking cap. The point is, again, you guys are sexual deviants. Who cares? Okay.
But I'm also
most women don't necessarily. Okay, you're a full-on lesbian.
Speaking on men, yeah.
Are you gonna marry a lesbian? Sorry, a girl.
I feel like hypothetically I could change my mind like in the future, but for the most part I've never had a boyfriend.
Phase, man.
Yeah, I've never had a boyfriend.
Going through a phase.
I will happily be in a relationship with a woman.
Me married to another sex worker would be so beautiful and I think very fulfilling. And when I'm out of the industry, I just want to help girls in the industry.
Well, statistically speaking, those relationships never work. They have the highest domestic violence and highest divorce.
There's some happy 2 porn star girls.
I guarantee you, if you survey them in a closed room, in a closed environment,
they hate themselves.
They're depressed and they hate their lifestyle. They do. No, I met a few of them.
Do you think how many men are married to a woman that's wife material and goes cheats with sex workers and hookers and fuck strippers in the back and all these things behind her back because he pretends to be happy with a wholesome woman but deep down craves a slut? Like that whole like.
Okay.
What's it called?
But who has the title in the home?
And the kids.
But
see, this is what I'm trying to say. Like that women aren't
but
good
then
long-term.
you go bring back